Hey Leo, how's everyone doing today? It is September 1st. Thank you for joining the channel. Today I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite deck for your reading, and let's just kind of jump right into it for everyone. So in the top left, we've got that whole row is going to be the past, middle is going to be the present, and then the lower row is going to be the future. Top left corner, first card that we have is the Nine of Swords in reverse. We've got the Seven of Cups upright, Page of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, the Four of Swords. Lower left is going to be the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Eight of Rods in reverse, Ace of Wands, and then the Chariot was on the bottom of the deck, and that's in reverse as well. So Leo, in the past, there was definitely some type of heartache that you experienced. It caused you a great deal of sadness, grief, and despair, kept you up at night, thinking a lot. But at some point in the past, there were a lot of opportunities that came about for you that were a lot more plentiful, I think, than you had ever imagined, emotionally fulfilling, and they were all at your fingertips, to which now, in the past, again, maybe you reassessed those opportunities and took advantage of them in a positive way, capitalized on them type of thing. Page of Pentacles indicates to me that something manifested in the context of your work environment. Could have been a new energy that came forth, like a colleague, coworker, romantically, that manifested that maybe you have interest in, new job opportunity, or something relative to your finances that could have also manifested, like an investment that made you a little bit of money, but ultimately that came about leading you to the present situation, which is, it's quite interesting. Going from the Page to the Knight could have been a immature or somebody who's not as experienced as you. And I keep getting career in the back of my ear, intuitively, that's coming forth. But recently, you've kind of come into your own. It's quite possible through this connection, Leo, that it's really made you look deeper at yourself and realize how much you've grown since this situation came about in the past. And you've matured a lot. I keep also hearing in the background, what do I value? So when maybe you're in the Page state of mind, what you held dear to yourself, what you considered valuable in your life, looking at what you've manifested, the foundation you've created, maybe you had something in your mind as to, this is all that it is, this is what it could be, this is what I have manifested, like a marriage or commitment. And, maybe you thought that that was the end all be all for you, and that was all that was probably possible to achieve, I guess, to some capacity. But something happened. There was a shift maybe recently that occurred with the new Leo. And the Knight is now seeing that there's maybe a lot more than what you previously thought. And there could be another person as well that manifested that maybe is making you reassess what is truly valuable anymore in your life. And if you have that now, and if you don't have it now, but either way, there's some type of an illusion or deception tied to this matter. So I don't like to go too much into the negative, but when I'm getting the messages, I kind of need to just speak about it because it's laying forth in the cards. If you're deceiving somebody or just not being fully honest, and again, could be tied to a career, coworker, if you are married, could have been deception, misleading somebody else, or just not being forthcoming with the truth about something. in the past, it seems like, or even maybe present situation, you were maybe not fully okay with that deception. Maybe it happened. It could have been an affair, cheating, lying, betraying somebody, just not, again, not being fully honest about where you're going, what you're doing, that type of thing. It looks like you're putting that to rest. So either you're coming to just accept and be at peace with the matter, and if you are still continuing that relationship, maybe that there is some bigger value or sense of worth that is justifiable for you to continue on. But ultimately, this whatever you have put to rest, Leo. Sorry, I'm kind of like going back and forth, and forgive me too, because Mercury retrograde is coming up, so my communication is a little bit off. It's so challenging to communicate effectively right now because of these energies. So you might hear me fumble a little bit, just gathering my words to communicate what the cards indicate. On the future tense of, the situation, I guess, that you're currently in or where you're heading, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Rods in reverse, and the Ace of Wands upright indicate that it could have been that you were holding back taking action on this situation because you were looking at everything that you had built up with your foundation and you weren't moving towards that. So it could have been somebody, again, maybe there's an outside third party relationship that you have been involved in and you weren't really moving towards that. It was just kind of in a state of pause because you didn't want to jeopardize everything that you had created up until that point. But there is some type of awareness coming about, some type of action that you are now, again, taking action towards, or recognizing that it's quite possible this could be something of a divine nature that you cannot hold back on anymore. It's just something you're compelled to go towards. Chariot in reverse, there is hesitation. It's funny, most people look at the Chariot upright and they think that that's actually movement, but the Chariot's not moving. It's in that card. It's actually staying, it's stopping, it's not moving, it's just holding its own. So when I see it in reverse, that to me is movement. So you weren't moving, but now you are moving towards it. And there's something that you're seeing within yourself that is really beautiful. It's kind of like a newfound awareness of like the duality that exists inside of you or externally. But there's shades of gray in between the black and white that maybe you never considered. Could have been a Cancer too as well, Cancer Leo cusp, or just somebody who is strong. There's a sense of strength and balance, and it's something that you really have not ever found before, Leo. So it kind of throws you off a little bit because you like to think that you're kind of that energy to some capacity. However, somebody else is exemplifying that sense of strength and power that is very, very appealing to you. I'm just going to pick two cards real quick and see what you're moving towards for next week. So if you're wondering if you should move towards someone, Leo, I'm getting the vibe that you should. The reason why I think you're holding back is this card just flew out is the Five of Rods. It's quite possible you think it could lead to some arguments, fighting, some type of backlash in your life to which you just don't want to deal with, so you're maybe holding back somewhat. But the Fool is indicating this is a time of a new journey that you're meant to go on. It could be a karmic experience, could also be too you're being a little bit aloof with and not totally cautious, I guess, with how to proceed with this. Maybe you just need to scale back a little bit and reassess, how do I move on this if it's not something that is going to be truly harmonious and could cause, some type of backlash in your life. But I would say to move towards it, whatever it is, something is pushing you in that direction. One more for Leo. Ace of Wands. So if you feel neglected, Leo, see, I cannot talk today. It's Mercury retrograde. Uh, Ace of Cups is just validation again that there's something more emotionally fulfilling that you know you need to go towards. If you've been debating, do I do this? Do I don't? Let this be validation that to take the action steps towards it because it is going to give you greater fulfillment emotionally, mentally. You're going to connect deeper with yourself, but intuitively, there's something that you know that you have to do. It's a new journey. You need to move towards it. Let this be validation to follow your intuition and guidance and see where it takes you. Other than that, Leo, that's kind of all I have for you today. Thank you for joining the reading. I know this is kind of very specific for a very specific person, but whoever was meant to hear the messages probably heard it, and I'm happy with that. Regardless, if you'd like a personal, check the description box below for my email. Shoot me a note and we'll get something set up for you. If you'd like to make a donation, there's also a link below. And as always, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Love to read those as well. But thanks for your time today, guys. I hope you have a great weekend and an upcoming week. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. All right? Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.